So what I'm going to be talking to you about today is the 3 lessons that you're going to learn in med school that you won't find in first aid. And I feel like everyone's probably thinking this guy is cray because everything you learned during your didactic years is definitely in first aid. But I'm not here to talk to you about what you learn in the textbooks. I'm here to talk to you about the one thing that you probably learned more than medicine during your first 2 years, and that's what you learn about yourself. So my first lesson is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is inevitable. It happens to each of us at one point or another. And if you don't know if you've experienced it yet, you probably haven't, but you will, because when it hits you hard and it hits you fast. So my third week of med school, we started going over indigo. Just the word alone gives me nausea. I either love it or hate it. She and I still do not have a good working relationship, but we're working on it. But yeah, I just felt so dumb. I was like, you were so stupid, you do not belong here. Convinced myself that the only reason I was in med school was because my admissions committee needed one more Hispanic person, so they threw my application in there to expand the diversity. So I signed my withdrawal paperwork and had it in a safe place because I was ready to jump out of med school in only 3 weeks. And it wasn't until I started talking to people that I realized I was not alone. Everyone around me felt the exact same way, and it wasn't until I opened myself up and started talking to people that I realized that it was okay to feel like an imposter because we were all feeling the same thing. And one of the people that I talked to was one of my favorite philosophers. Her name is Sylvia, but we can also call her Mom. So she said, you can do this. It's not going to be easy, and you come this far and it has been by chance. So just keep on doing your best because that's all you can do. And it's so true. Just keep on doing your best, and sometimes your best isn't good enough for others, but you are not others, you are you. So if you do your best, that should be good enough for you, and whoever finds that your best is good enough is who's worth your time. So just always remember that. And I can't compare myself to first aid without using high yield points. So my first high yield is that the only imposter around here is that thought in your head that's saying that you don't belong. Because you do. You are why you're here. You are why you've accomplished what you have. So always stay true to that and give yourself the credit that you deserve. Lesson number 2, life happens, and it often happens at the worst possible times. So right before getting on the plane to go to Chicago, when I met all of you wonderful people for the first time, I got a phone call saying that my grandmother was in the hospital because she was going to need surgery. Although she had not had an MI, she had greater than 95% blockage in multiple coronary vessels. And a week before that, my mother and I had some cancer scares of our own that required us to get biopsies. So I was like, all this is happening to me at the same time. And, just me, the world against me. And I thought of one of my inspirations, who I consider an extreme fighter, is my cousin Kathy. She passed away at age 24 after a 10-year battle to acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And despite all her treatments, despite everything that the multiple relapses that happened, despite having 2 marrow donors drop out at the last minute from potentially saving her life, she always said, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. So at that moment, before getting on the plane with Mondo, I said to myself, yes, this is happening to me, but it's not the world against me, it's the world happening for me. So again, I bring in one of my philosophers who texted me at that exact moment right before I got off the plane and said, med students go through their own medical problems, as do their families. And you need to use these experiences to allow you to relate to your patients, to allow yourself to further your passion for studying medicine, to be able to relate to your patients on a personal basis when they're going through these issues as well. And when these things happen to you, you can choose to allow them to affect you and just drop you down and bring you down to your lowest and cause you to fail, or you can use them to empower yourself, and you should always choose empowerment. So my next high-yield point is resilience. Despite whatever's thrown your way, just know that you are strong enough to do whatever it is that you are trying to do. And if for some reason you feel like you cannot, then you need to talk to someone and allow them to help you through that fight. Which brings me to my last point, is that vulnerability is a good thing. Let people in, try new things, have new experiences. Because as medical students, I feel like we have this obsession with wanting to be perfect. Let go of the fear of imperfection, because nobody's perfect, and I hate that we hold ourselves to that standard, because it's so unnecessary. Stop trying to know everything, because you will never know everything. There's people in their fields that are experts that don't know things, and that's fine, because it's those moments that allow us to reflect and say, we have work to do because we don't know something, but we can figure it out. And so that's my next high point, is that you need to take chances. You need to make mistakes because it's through these small moments that we allow ourselves to realize what we're truly capable of and what we can actually do. So there's one thing I need you to take away is that you are enough. You are smart enough, you are good enough, you are beautiful enough, you are great enough, you are resilient enough, you are loved enough to do whatever it is that you set your minds and hearts to. And if 5 minutes of me trying to hype you up was enough to do that, then take a second to step back and look around, because there's so many people in this room that are willing to convince you otherwise. Thank you.